Hello, let's do the New York Times Hard Sudoku for April 30th, 2025. There's a link in the description if you'd like to try the puzzle yourself, and I'm going to get started right now. All right, we're going to start with geometry. We have 9-7 in this box and 9-7 in this box. So the 9 ends up in one of these two, and the 7 ends up exactly here, vertically. That's pretty nice. 7 is almost limited in this row, but not quite. All right. Let's see. Let's look at here. 1, 2, 3, 9 is actually... Ooh, no. We have the 2 repeated. 1, 3, and 9 in these 4 cells. Unfortunately, I think this cell's the closest it gets, but it doesn't see a 3. It only sees 1 and 9. The 9's one of these two. Okay, we're not quite there, unfortunately. But let's look at the 6 looking up through here. Yeah, that helps. It places the 6. We'll look at that in a moment, but the 5 looking in does put a 5 in one of these two. That points down. This 5 looks up, puts a 5 in one of these two. Look for 5 in this row. Not in this box, we just corner marked it here. So that claims. So, it's not even just claiming, it's just they aren't here. So 5's not here, they're not here, and this 5 sees here. This 5 sees here. So 5 is in one of these 2 cells, and that is going to claim this box. These can't be 5 and these can't be 5. So what we might want to look for, what should we look for? Let's not follow up too much more on that right now. We're looking for geometry. I think I will look at, I don't know, the ones. I guess I can mark ones here, but it's not what I'm looking for. Let's look at 3, 4, 5, 6 here. This is the most obvious target, but I mean, none of these are going to see all of 3, 4, 5, 6. That would be crazy. The 9 looking up though. Oh yeah, and the 9 looks in. That places the 9. So we can put a 9 in, 9 in one of these two to follow up. All right. 7, 8, 9 here. We already have 7, 8, and 9, so that's not helpful. What about up here? Nah, there's no way that's helpful. The 8 though. The 8 ends up in one of these two. Would have seen that from a normal scan. 6 and 7. Aha, 6 and 7 is nice. Okay. So where do 6 and 7 go in this column? In fact, we can just start with... so the way I saw this was like, I'm not even looking over here, right? All I'm doing is comparing these two to this column here. And I'm seeing that 6 and 7 aren't placed yet. And there's only 2 open cells. So this is where the 6 and 7 need to go, because they got to go somewhere in the column, and that's it. But the 7 then tells me that we know the order. That's a 6 and that's a 7. Now if we look... I could say, hey, let's fill out this triple, but first we do see we have an 8 corner mark here. We still need an 8 in the column, so obviously this 8 corner mark is telling us it's not here. So this is going to be an 8, and then this is going to be a pair, which is going to be 3, 4. All right. Cool, that was the 6, 7. Very nice. Some good geometry today. I'm looking to see, yeah, this 3 looks down, this 3 looks in, puts a 3 here, and that puts a 3 down here. Okay, I think that's what we get out of that. The 8, I'm not going to look at. The 1, 3, 5, 7, 8. Okay, what do we want to look at here? 3s, we already got marked. Is there anything? I don't know if there's anything to look at here. It's hard to see. 1, 3, 7, 8. So in this row, we already have a 7. So 1, 3, and 8. See, it's... I mean, we know the 3's over here. This can't be 3 or 8, but it could be a 1, so it doesn't quite do it. It can't be 8. Okay, can't do anything with that right now. I think I already looked at this. Is the 2 interesting? The 2, actually, the 2 joins the 5. That's quite nice. So let's do that now. So I could just corner mark it here, but we found something even better, which is that this is a hidden 2-5 pair. Because the corner marks are telling us one of these 2 has to be a 2 and one of these 2 has to be a 5. Well, if one's a 2 and one's a 5, there's no room for anything else. So that's a 2, 5. And that leaves a pair here, which I actually do want to fill. That's 1, 9. This 9 tells us the order. That's 1, that's 9. Places the 9 here. Does the 1 do anything magical for us? Not really. The 9. I mean, 9's somewhere in here. Not there. I mean, I feel like we should just go to our normal scans at this point. So I'm just going to start up here. So ones we got marked both ways. The nines are done. Sorry, the nines are done here and are marked here. The 7. So this 7 looks up, this 7 looks in. Oops, you get the point. 7's in one of these two in this box. So this digit is down to at most 2 digits. Why do I know that? Well, there's 5 digits placed, and 2 of them are over here, the 5 and 7, meaning they're not here. So that's 7 digits this isn't. That leaves only 2 digits, not 1, 2, 3, could be 4, not 5, 6, 7, could be 8, not 9. There you go. That means there's another digit down here, because we know this is going to be a quad, but this can only be 4 or 8. So what are the other digits that need to go down here besides 4, 8? We know one of them's a 9, and the other one's a 1. So we actually have a hidden 1, 9 pair here. You can see 1, 9 looking down, 1, 9 looking down, 1, 9 looking in. So this is a hidden 1, 9 pair, meaning this is a pair as well. Geometry just kind of broke the back of this puzzle, I think. This is a 4 and this is an 8. That places the 8 here. Just for the box, this 8 told us where the 8 went. The hidden 1, 9 pair removed the ability for these to be 8, which was quite nice. I guess the 8's placed up there. This is a triple. 4, 5, 7. And this can't be 4 or 7, right? So that's 5. And then that leaves a 4, 7 pair. Okay, these 5s do look back, putting a 5 in one of these two. The 3s look in, putting a 3 in one of these two. The 4, I actually don't see what to do with 4. So we did 3, 9, 4, 5, and 6. So the 6s, put a 6 in one of these two. We should look for 6 in this column because we don't have one yet. It doesn't go there. It doesn't go there. So 6 is in one of these two. Unfortunately, we can't do anything with that right now. Anything else with 6 or 5? All right. This vertical's already done. Let's look at these 4 digits. We need a 1, 2, 7, 8. So we know this isn't 1, 7. So this is 2, 8 only. And this isn't 1, 8. So this is 2, 7 only. And these can't be 2. So the 2's in one of these two, which is going to point. I don't think that does anything immediately. But if these aren't 2, these are 1, 7, 8. All right. Not amazing. This row is just down to 2, 6, 8. This can't be 8, so 2, 6, 8. In fact, we have these two 8s. Putting an 8 one of these two. I should probably move on to the next band soon, but there's just so much low-hanging fruit. 2, 3, 4, 7. Neither of these can be 7. So these are just 2, 3, 4. All right. This one, okay, I'm not going to pencil that one yet. Let's move on to the next band here. So 7, 8, and 9. So we do have the two 7s. That place a 7. Oops, put a 7 in one of these two. I shouldn't say place. We can mark in one of these two. 7 is actually in one of these two as well. In fact, this row, why don't we take a look? Because it's down to 2, 6, 7. All right, I'm going to mark it. That's not 6, that's not 7. 2, 6, 2, 6, 8. Okay. Back up to here. So that was the 7, 8, 9. Yeah, I don't think there's more to see with that. And we have the 8 here. Okay. This bottom band, we've got just this 9 here, but 9s are marked up. So 1, 3, 5, 7, 8. So the 8s we haven't marked up yet. 8's actually down here. Oh, that joins the 3. So we have a hidden 3, 8 pair here based on our corner marks. Now, how to follow up on a hidden pair? Best thing to do is think about what digits were removed from those two cells because they can't be 3, 8. And that can affect the box, it can affect the row, various things. So we want to think about it. So they can't be 1 anymore. They used to be able to be 1. So we want to think about 1s in the box, 1s in the row. I'm not seeing anything special, even in their columns that could affect. 2 was not removed. They already couldn't have been 2. Not 3. They can be 3. 4 was removed from this guy. So we have this 4 looking down. This can't be 4. This 4 looks in. That's not enough for as far as I can tell. 5 was not removed. 6 was. They can't be 6 anymore. This 6 looks in. These can't be 6. This 6 looks down. There we go. So now 6 in this box can only go right there because of our hidden 3-8 pair. That's a very nice. And that's going to place our 7. There's now only one place for 7 in the box. Placing this 7 as well. Oh, and the 6 finishes the row with a 2. That's nice. And what did I get up here? The 7? Oh, the 7 in this column. Of course, places the 7 here, and we get the 2, 8, and 1 finished as well. That's our 4 and 7. That's our 6, which then places the 8, which then places the 5. This can't be 6, so it can only be 2 now. In fact, it finishes the row. Down here, we can bring the 8 back down, giving us 3 and 8. All right, I wonder if I already had pointing. I can't remember. Doesn't matter. Got it. Got it now. I think low-hanging fruit finishes this puzzle pretty easily. So we need a 4, 5 here. This 5 tells us that's 4, that's 5, giving us 2 and 5. Basically, everywhere we look, we should find something just to smack down into the grid. We need 1, 6, 9. The 6 can only go here in the row because this can't be 6. That places the 9, the 1, and the 9. And so now this is the 1. These 3 digits are 4, 5, 2, 4, 5. So this can't be 4 or 5. So this is our 2, and we're left with a 4, 5 pair. This is, what's the other digit? 4, 5, 6. Interesting. That's not 5. Interesting in that it doesn't help. We do need a 1 in this column, can only go there. And we finish the column with something, a 3, giving us 4 and 3. That can't be 4. This 1 gives us the 1 in here. Okay, what are we doing here? These 2 digits, 1, 2, we need a 3 and a 4. This 3 tells us that's 4, that's 3. That's 5, 4, 6, 5. This is a 2. We get the 4 and 3. This is a 2, 4 and 6. That's 6, that's 4. All right. Cool. Well, I feel like geometry broke the back of this puzzle. I mean, we had several hidden pairs and stuff. Like this hidden 3-8 pair, and noticing that it limited 6 felt important. But yeah, I do wonder if it was just a straightforward puzzle. But yeah, it just felt like it was very weak, a very weak puzzle after those initial geometry finds. So yeah, cool. Well, let me know how you did. And if you enjoyed this, why not leave a like, subscribe, and a kind comment below.